Hi, I'm Jansen Azarias-Suzumoto, and I am the CEO and co-founder of Higher Ground. In the 14 years since my wife and I started our nonprofit, we have seen the effects that high poverty and trauma have on kids, families, and schools in our community. When families are struggling to get their basic needs met and facing issues around mental health, homelessness, crime, incarceration, we end up with youth who can't focus in school. They have no sense of belonging, they feel hopeless, and exhibit harmful behaviors. Our youth, families, and teachers feel overwhelmed. Worst of all, we ask school staff to address all of these things while expecting them to provide quality academic education. And if we continue with the same system, schools will continue to be overwhelmed and kids will continue to fall through the cracks. And we will keep on spending billions of dollars on band-aid solutions that lead to more expensive adult interventions like the criminal justice system. There is nothing out there that currently exists that reaches every youth, connects them on an individual level, and tailors the support to their unique strengths, interests, needs, and circumstances. So we decided to make one. One night my wife and I were watching this criminal justice show, and we saw how these detectives would map everything out. They would literally map out where the possibilities of this person would be, their behaviors, their triggers, every possibility and data, so that they could predict what would happen. So we ask ourselves, why not use the same level of strategic thinking and data analysis to develop a holistic and real-time youth and family development method and actually prevent things from happening? Why not map them before things happen? So we developed our mapping system. And let me show you how this mapping works in real life. We had this one youth at the age of 15 who had already been in 2 drug rehabs and was already running in with gangs. This youth had several traumas, and both of his parents suffered from addictions and multiple incarcerations. And for his own safety, his grandma sent him to Tucson to live with his aunt that he barely knew. And within 3 weeks of school here in Tucson, he was already failing and was on a 45-day suspension. As a result, he got referred to Higher Ground with extreme anger and inability to express himself, diagnosed with ADHD, depression, and anger management issues. So using what we knew about his personality and background, we immediately engaged him in jiu-jitsu that was tailored to serve as an outlet for releasing his anger, help build his character, and motivate him to get better grades. And then using our mapping, we partnered with community resources that focused on addressing his drug problems, and we made sure that there was no duplication of services and that everything that was happening with him and everything he was engaged in was towards achieving his goals. So within the first year, he went from being long-term suspended to a straight-A student. And yay, I wish life was linear, but it's not. And so after being sober for over a year and being a straight-A student, he decided he was ready to go back to California and ran away from his Tucson family and support system. But because of our mapping, we immediately connected with his family in California and coordinated a plan to bring him back. In the meantime, we worked with his high school to connect him with a JRTC program, and through the collective effort of his family members both in California and Tucson, he came back to a JRTC program, a church mentor, and a work development organization. And then he became the first in his family to graduate high school. Not only did he graduate high school, he graduated with honors and was the second in command for his entire school's JRTC. And now he achieved this dream. He's serving in the US Army, and his daughter attends jiu-jitsu here at Higher Ground. Through our mapping, we were able to tailor everything that we did with him to make sure that it was moving him forward to what we needed, while also capitalizing on his strengths, his community, and interests. More importantly, we were able to empower him with the skills and resources he needed to be self-sufficient. We have been able to replicate this success through our manual mapping on whiteboards with thousands of youth over the years. And as a result of that, we have been recognized by the Arizona Center for After School Excellence, the National After School Alliance, Social Venture Partners, Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation, and many scientists across the world for our methods in supporting the skill development of our youth and their families. And working directly in schools, our mapping techniques have led to improved student behaviors, higher engagement levels, better attendance, and overall well-being, giving the schools the impact they want to see on academic performance, and it even improved the student to staff relationships and overall school culture. We know our mapping works, but we also know we are limited in our scale. This became even more apparent with the rise of the pandemic. We needed to reach kids where they're at, no matter where that might be. And this pandemic showed that we need something to address the collective trauma while teaching our kids socialization skills again and things like self-control, resilience, while efficiently connecting them to their local resources without the limits of time, space, and location. So we turned our mapping methods into an app that kids can download right on their devices and access on their laptops. Youth now have the power to instantly access our mapping, our strategies, and share their stories, their assets, challenges, achievements, goals, and explore who they already know, what they're already doing, the strengths and the support systems as they navigate through everyday life. And we are exploring countless alternative applications like supporting military personnel as they transition to civilian life. So now this is where we need your help. We're now in the beta test phase of our app. Exciting times, and over the next 9 months, our nonprofit needs $90,000 to finish our beta test. Your support is critical in getting this app into the hands of our youth and the others that need it. And beyond your financial support, we are looking to collaborate on our methods, research, and applications. Please reach out to us if you are interested in collaborating, making a financial contribution, or would like a demo of our app. Thank you.